over that, and Neok puts it onto provisional pole. Can Tony deny him to the top spot once again? He absolutely can. Nice, Tony Ritchie at the top of the times by 50 milliseconds to Neok. Then Oliver Knott out of absolutely nowhere into the 12s. Denies Tony of pole position. Can anybody else beat him in behind? Oh, what a lap.
Yeah, Zetny as well coming around the final corner. Now he's run out wide, and that's an invalidation on the final corner of his qualifying. We've got an Aston Martin of Sound Carroll obviously coming into the pit lane. He'd finished his lap. It is next Speedy. He is also coming into the pit lane. And we've got Vola Kongan coming into the pit lane as well. What about Max? I think he's probably the last person on the lap. We've got a Haas behind of Luca, and Phil has invalidated. So can Luca do anything? I think that is everyone after Luca, and he's definitely not going to do a quick enough lap yet. So that's it. That is it. Aiden's off spinning in gravel.
It is FBI on top of the standings, but that can all change with FRT and SCI on the front row. And the silence breaks and the battle begins. Oliver Knott doesn't get away too well, but might be under pressure on the long route down to the Tamburello chicane. But it's good enough to keep ahead of Tony Ritchie, and Neok in behind is side by side with Cloud and Sound Coral. Sound Coral nudging ahead up to P4. Good stuff from him, but he's side by side behind, and they're going 3 wide on the route down to the Villeneuve chicane. Ballin stays ahead. Long balls get ahead of Cloud, and I think it's Aiden Evans who's just had an off in the gravel trap, and he's now knocking down the order in P15. But a great start from the FRT driver of Oliver Knott today.
Both names beginning with N, so it's Battle of the M's. So here we go. Oh, that's it. Yeah. See you later in gravel. Both of them.
See you later, going prison. Vukosovic
Where's he off?
And
Where's
Max,
Oliver gone?
Oliver?
Straight on.
What?
Neil's trying around outside here.
I don't know. I actually don't have a clue. Then Sound Coral is very close to the back of Neok. He's going to the outside line of Neok at the Tamburello chicane. And he's in the gravel, goes a bit too deep at turn number 2 and 3. And now under pressure, here comes Ballin on the inside line for FBI and gets through at the Villeneuve chicane. And that could be a crucial move in this pack. And a crucial mistake for Sound Coral, who now has to make his move through the order. But here comes the FRT driver of long ball, who sends spinning a Tosa, nudges the inside of Sound Coral's car, and that sends him spinning in the kick Sauber and returns back in the straight line. Where was that reception when I came back?
For the race lead, we've got Oliver Knott taking that lead back. He got 3 second time penalty though for going straight on at the chicane, so we'll have to see if anything could be done about that after the race. I'm not sure because he did just go straight on. There's a side-by-side action, huge contact, and Olik's ratting the outside of 2 of them. Beautiful move from the Aston Martin. Hang on, gonna move here. Oliver Knott goes down the inside of Cloud into
that could be crucial, that then.
Overtaking zone there, but he gets it done, doesn't he? Tell me.
Yeah, that could be crucial. If he can just try and gap Cloud. But to be fair, Cloud has done the undercut successfully. But as we make our way up to Piratella now, yeah, he could be in a good position to fight for this race win, you know, getting past Tony Ritchie. And yeah, he definitely needs to make moves. He's now still behind Sound Coral, who's also jumped Tony Ritchie, and that could be crucial for this fight for the remainder of these 19.5 laps from Cloud there to not just stay within DRS, but to gain on Oliver Knott as well. And you never know, FVR could be in a really strong position. Balance is out there on hards as well. There's Oliver, another 3, so that I think if one can still get a move, which Tony's going for a move on Sound Coral. Yeah, looking for a move at Tota to the inside line. He's now got quite a quick run up to the top of Piratella, and just not close enough, so might have to wait a little bit longer on this lap. With Ballin in the race lead, that's soon to be changed as here comes Oliver Knott into the race lead, and back at the top where he belongs. Oliver Knott flies through on balance, the FBR driver for Future Racing Team. They are back up top, and this could be crucial for the standings, and every point counts. But FBR looking really good to take some really strong points today, so let's see what happens in the remainder of this race. And yeah, the gap currently floating down from 8/10 to about 5.4, maybe even 3/10 of a second. And yeah, that could be crucial to keep him in, as Oliver Knott takes another 3-second time penalty, and this is going to be a disaster, as he's definitely going to drop down to P6 in this race. And Oliver Knott, I mean, he's just disaster really, because he's got some really strong pace. He could win this race by quite some margin, but he can't gap. Oh, so he's actually gone really deep at Tosa as well, and here comes Balin trying to make a move. It's side by side between the pair as we make our way up to Piratella. Oliver Knott just stays in that race lead.
Oh no!
Oh, and ahead, and it's a big spin for Oliver Knott. He dips that rear right in the gravel and sends spinning just far up the barrier and down to P6. It's a disaster for Oliver Knott. This lap has just gone from bad to worse. The race leader, the pole sitter, now down and out of this battle. 9-second time penalty, and it's over for the FRT driver, who's making mistakes absolutely all over this 4.9-kilometer circuit.
As those guys get that rearing open on this straight, and he doesn't, unfortunately. But yeah, he needs to
Tony Rich has got a really good exit here, Dan.
He's got a good exit here. Let's have a look at Tony Rich, but unfortunately can't quite make the move into this tricky inside section of corners. He's got a little bit of a run on Soundcrawl. Is this his opportunity? Switches to the inside. Late braking. Down the inside, it's a traction race now, Mr. Bagnall.
Here we go, on the route down to Piratella at turn number 9, and has easily got the move done. So there we go, big dive from Tony Ritchie and up into P3. Hayden Evans has just made a move on Zettany.
Right, good move, bang on. Tony Ritchie's very close here. He's going to send one up the inside. He is.
Oh, here we go. Sosa makes the lunge, and as he made it work, can Cloud fight back and drift back ahead? Is it a cumulonimbus? Is it going to cause a storm as we go to the inside line? Cloud does push him wide, but does get back ahead, and that is something that's gonna... Oh, I think that's going to go to the stewards there.
VAR on that one needed, I think. Here we go, Sam Coral on Tony.
Oh, here we go, down to turn number 2 and flies through on Tony. Does Sound Coral. He's had quite decent pace to be honest. He's just been sat in P4, and now perfect opportunity to try and climb into that top 3, and does so. And a very nice job. But the FVR Geo is still in 1-2 and absolutely on the exit once again. Sound Coral putting pressure on Cloud.
Oliver Knott.
Tony Rich following through as Oliver Knott also is drifting behind now his teammate, and is... Where is he? Oh, he's in gravel.
Yeah, he's in the gravel. I think he's going to pull it into the pit lane here. And yeah, he's drifting around, so... Not a great race from Oliver Knott there in the end. And yeah, he's gonna retire the car and call it quits on today, unfortunately.
Well, here we go, on the route up past Acqua Minerale to the Variante Alta, and it's FBR Balin who's at the top. FBR Cloud in P2. It's gonna be a 1-2 for the team. Sound Coral's in behind, fending off Tony Rich and Neok. Then it's Longball in P6 as well, but this top 5 pack has been in this DRS all race long. But as we head into Ravazza for the final time in this race, it's round number 6 of FZR Esports, and it's gonna be the championship leaders, FBR, who's gonna extend their gap at the top. It's a 1-2 for FBR, and what a race it is for Balin at the top, who takes the win with Cloud in P2, his teammate. Tony Rich takes P3, Sound Coral takes P4, and it's Neok who rounds out the top 5. But what a race for FBR Campeonato, who take maximum points in the race.